Somebody
like
please
this.
eat this.
It's very
That was
tough.
it, it's like, you know, if I'm 122
Yeah,
years
a lot
old,
better
you
now.
know, and I hit something
My
like
wife would be screaming.
that, right? How'd you turn this on?
All right. We are live.
Okay, I'd like to call this caucus meeting to order. As always, we'll be looking for a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the first regular meeting dated Wednesday, March 11th, 2026. Prepared by the clerk. Communications, 2 pieces. Questions or comments? Mayor's report, Mayor Miller.
Yes. Oh, sorry. All right, just a few things. I think some of you. I think some of you have the Easter egg hunt flyer in front of you. That is this Saturday. I know we usually have a good showing from everybody from council. We have added a lot of activities. Light City Church, we're kind of partnering with them. Last night we stuffed close to 6,000 eggs. They have a lot of donations coming. They're going to be providing face painting, 2 bounce houses, lunch, hot dogs, and groceries to go. So we're excited about that. We're doing a lot more than we have in the past. Megan has, I think, 7 or 8 put together baskets. We have the chocolate coming. Texas Roadhouse gave us 300 free kids meal coupons, so we're going to be passing out. So this year you may have a lot more to do than the last couple of years. We have a station. Our Easter Bunny is going to be there, right? So that is March 28th. That's this Saturday. Usually we're done pretty quickly from 10 to 11. We are still planning on doing it outside. I know it's going to be might be a little bit cold, but with everything going on, we want to try to keep it outside. But if for some reason it's pouring, raining, ice cold, we will be inside the field house. But as of right now, we're still going to keep it to the field. Maple Crest is having their Easter egg hunt following ours. That's going to be rain or shine. That starts at 1. They will start the hunt promptly at 1:30, and they will also have light refreshments and pictures with the Easter Bunny. Street sweeping will tentatively begin on March 30th, starting on West Omar and heading north towards Midlothian, followed by the 1st Ward, then the north side. The remainder of the 2nd Ward will follow. Next would be the 3rd Ward, and we'll finish in Nebo. Please try to keep your cars off the street at this time. We will update throughout. So if that happens to change, or if things are going faster or slower than normal, we'll update via text or on social media. Dynegy. The city has entered into an electric aggregation program with Dynegy for the term of May 26 to June 27 at 0.0999 kWh. The Ohio Edison rate is expected to be over 0.1 kWh. Starting June 1st, eligible customers are automatically enrolled in the program unless they recently moved into their home. Residents under contract with another supplier are not affected. There is no early termination fee. If you want any more information, please contact Dynegy. We got more letters in the mail, and we had people calling that they were confused. This is the aggregation that we talked about, so nobody has to do anything unless they want to switch and want to opt out. We would like to congratulate Captain Haas. We're very proud of our Struthers Police Captain and the members of the Mahoning Valley Law Enforcement Task Force. They were recognized by the U.S. Department of Justice and the United States Attorney for the Northern District of Ohio. U.S. Attorney Dave Topper nominated the task force for its work alongside agents in the U.S. Department of Homeland Security in bringing about the arrest and conviction of an individual from Youngstown on charges related to the sale and distribution of drugs, including fentanyl, methamphetamine, and cocaine. He was sentenced in U.S. District Court in September 25 and is currently serving a sentence of 23 years in prison. The tree board. We are having another tree board on Friday, May 8th in my office at 3 a.m. Those are open to the public. Rotary flags. Please get your home or business ready for Memorial Day with a high-quality flag built for just $40. Secure yours by May 8th to ensure it's ready for the holiday. To order, please visit the Struthers Rotary Facebook page. Christ Our Savior Paris Food Pantry. This month's food pantry, not Patry, is March 30th at the Great Hall. Thank you to Mike Klasick for his donation of 40 hams. SBL, Struthers Baseball League, is hosting their annual night at the races on April 18th. Tickets are $35 each or $2.40 for a table of 8. Horses may be purchased and named for $10. They are also requesting items for the basket raffle. On the back. Hard Hats Football and Cheerleading. They're looking for sponsors for the upcoming season. A donation of $150 will include your name and logo on the banner displayed on all Struthers Hard Hat home games. Your name announced at all 3 games, Bantam, JV, and varsity for 4 home game weeks. 12 games total. Name and logo displayed and recognized as a league sponsor on the Facebook page. The due date for this is July 5th. They are also holding a fundraiser at Buffalo Wild Wings in Boardman on Monday, April 6th. 15% of the bill will go back to the organization. And the Green Team Recycling Drive. Oak Hill Collaborative in Youngstown has a place for you to recycle unwanted items. Starting in April, a collection drive will accept used appliances, electronics, and tires. This year, 3 separate drives are being combined into one event that will run through October. Appliances are free to drop off, and that includes stoves, refrigerators, microwaves, and more. All electronics are free except for computer monitors and TVs, and regular tires are $1 a piece. And that is all I have.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Any questions for the mayor?
I will say with the gas bills, everyone should start seeing credits on this month. I received mine, I had a credit line, so I know everyone was calling about that last month, cause they were like double. So people should start seeing that on this
Okay.
month. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah, we
Okay,
got ours
not-
late, so, like, everybody was complaining about theirs, we didn't get ours, and we got ours, I was like, oh, okay, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
see
Yeah.
why everybody's complaining. So, thank you.
I just paid it.
Okay. Report of standing committees.
Yeah, on Wednesday, April 1st, finance and legislation at 6 o'clock to go over pending legislation.
And then I also spoke to, Vince Leone about the turf, and he is willing to meet with us on April 15th. So he'll come in and talk to us about that, what ideas they have and different things, so, just so we can mark the calendar.
Any other committees? Okay, legislation, we got 7 pieces. Number 1's a 3rd reading. Of course, the budget, number 5 is the 1st reading, we're looking to go to 2nd on that, and number 6 is the 3rd reading. Questions or comments on legislation? Unfinished business? New
Mike, I-
business?
I have something under unfinished business.
Go ahead.
I went to the Gerard council meeting on Monday, and I wanna let you guys know, they had, regarding the quick med and the possibility of us exploring the option, they pretty much had the same exact questions we did, almost word for word, the same concerns we brought about. It probably could have lasted a couple hours. They give a very quick description. I spoke for a little bit, Mayor Zupo spoke, and ultimately they went roundtable and they decided there's no harm in exploring. We've been getting a lot of calls, Anthony and I, from different providers. So Mercy has reached out to us, the Mahoney County Public Health has reached out to us, PsyCare reached out to us. There's a lot of people that sounds like they're excited of the possibility, and we keep telling, we're not there yet, that's not what's going on. The news even reached out to us. I think it's being turned into something right now that it's not.
It's
So-
not yet, anyway.
Right, it's not yet. We are excited about the possibility of exploring, but I would like to go roundtable to see if that's something that everybody is okay with exploring. This doesn't put our feet to the fire. This is not, yes, we're doing this, or yes, this is just the possibility of exploring. I wanna
Yeah, cause
see
the
if that's-
paper sounds like we already did this.
No, we did not.
I know.
And I will tell you, the paper misquoted me, because the paper said that I said that council approved this. I can get the tape if you don't believe me. I
Got it.
said, it seemed like they were in favor of it, but we have a meeting on Wednesday and we're gonna go roundtable. I can,
I will
on my
just,
mother, I
I'll
did
just say,
not
for
say
myself,
that.
I'm gonna abstain from it, just from this vote, cause I was not here. So for me, I don't know enough about it to say one way or the other. It doesn't sound like there's any harm in exploring, but I would rather, the mayor offered me a Zoom meeting, since I was not here, with the woman who had the presentation. I'm just gonna stay out of it until I have that Zoom meeting. Very
You could've,
intelligent
you
woman.
should've just watched the video, because
I
it
wa-
was very informative, and
I
she
was able to watch part of it, but I have, I guess, questions for her before I would
Not you.
wanna go any further.
I also have questions as far as the financial aspect of this,
Yeah,
because
there's so much unknown for
right
me
now,
at this
they're,
point.
they're dependent on donations and grants to run the business, and in the end, Struthers owns this. And we
Correct.
have to cover it.
Well, I mean, and that was another thing to me, and again, that's why I wanted to kind of speak with her, but we cover it or we shut it down. Because
Right.
my thing would be, it is never a point
We
ever
could never afford.
where it falls back to the taxpayers in any regard,
Right.
because that's just,
Yeah,
no,
that's my biggest concern,
mine as well.
because, the administration list that she had there, those are high-paying jobs.
Oh, yeah.
And who's gonna pay that when the care's free?
Yeah, well, again, I don't know enough about it at this point to make any type of judgment.
Right.
So that is why I would like to speak with the lady first, that's all.
And I think a lot of the answers aren't gonna come until we kind of research, and so some of those questions we can't even answer until we see. But this is something that should it play out, would be so monumental, we didn't wanna make that decision on our own and say, yeah, go ahead and do this, without talking with you and saying, would you be interested in seeing what this looks like, that's all.
Sure.
Yeah, but
And
see,
I-
the worst case scenario would be that it would just become a regular clinic.
Or we
So-
sell it.
Well, yeah, or sell
What do you
it.
mean a regular clinic?
Regular urgent
Like
care.
you'd have
Yeah,
to
but
go
we're
and
not
pay
gonna
her.
run a regular urgent care, so how is it gonna become a regular
it's gonna
urgent
be our
care?
You would
business.
sell it.
Well,
I
it
think
would
she
Well,
would
you
buy it.
sell
It'd
it
be
and
like
it becomes
franchise.
a
You would rent
regular
this-
urgent
You lease the
care.
space
Okay.
to someone to come in and
Yeah,
rent
we
it.
have
Right,
franchise.
but that's
For-profit.
essentially
have
what
all
we're
that.
doing right now, but at that point, are you able to do that?
Well, you would be 2 years
Exactly,
in.
that's kind of why I have
Grants, and it would depend on what,
quite a bit more
That's- yeah,
questions
for
than to say,
What their cash flow is gonna be in 2 or 3 years also.
just in general, and again,
You know,
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I see a downside in exploring it, cause I don't.
No,
I truly don't with that either, but I just don't know enough about it at this point
So
with me not
when
being
you
here.
say you wouldn't put it with the taxpayers, okay?
Correct.
So you wouldn't put something on the ballot in a
Well,
couple years
but,
to,
yeah, I think that would depend on how many other ballot issues that we have in place already.
right?
Yeah,
And I
I
think
mean, we
there's a-
can't tax
For
the
me,
people
no,
for
I'll just
everything.
tell you flat out, no, I don't wanna put people's free healthcare on the ballot for Struthers residents to pay.
Right,
I'll just say it right now.
I
It's
think there's
only
a-
for Struthers residents, it's
I
not for
understand.
other people. No, it's only here.
Yeah.
So you're putting it on your Struthers for Struthers.
And
Correct.
people to work in Struthers too.
But
Well,
you're-
it's
but
not,
I-
it's
I-
not for other people, it's
No,
not
no,
for
no.
other communities, it's for your community.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that, like, that's an option. I'm
Mhm.
not saying we have to, but it's an option if people like that they like having it in their community and they can go there.
Sure.
And it may be a minimal amount. I mean, I'm just saying, there are
But
options out there.
It's not a
for-
minimal amount to run a healthcare facility.
It's a minimal amount of your tax dollars to, I mean,
but see, that's where
You-
all
you
those
don't-
questions
but
come
you-
in play.
again,
Would
You don't
the
really know
residents
that it's a
over
minimal amount of
3-5 years,
your
would
tax
they
dollars, cause
find
you don't know a cost at
that
this
much of a
point.
benefit to
Well,
where they would
So that's
go.
what I'm saying,
We
I would like to
don't
know a
we don't.
cost before there's a
Well-
million questions to be asked, I'm not saying.
The estimated cost of $120,000.
yeah, it's already
A
been
month.
all,
A month.
like,
yeah, a month,
And when this money runs out,
that's a
then where
lot
do
of
you go?
money.
But I
again,
also think there's a lot of moving
I-
parts to it, and like we talked about a few weeks ago or whenever it was, once the changes go into place in 2027, I think a lot of our opinions are gonna be changing about things, and I think this is a really great thing.
I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, I'm saying that you shouldn't wholeheartedly hop into something without knowing enough about it. I was not here.
But
I
I think the
don't know
monies will
enough
end up
about it.
changing too once
I'm
2027
going
hits.
to speak with the woman who was here, so I know enough about it to make an educated decision, that's it.
Yeah.
So, I don't pin me against it, I'm just saying, you should be educated before you make a vote on something, I'm not educated on it.
So you
Simple as
said
that.
2027 money's gonna be changing?
Well, I
There's
said
a
it, there
lot
might be a lot of like different changing parts like grants and monies for especially
Medicare,
medical,
Medicaid.
Gotcha.
because of all of that.
There's a lot of
I was
people.
thinking, how do you know that's gonna happen?
No,
That-
but like with
I
that stuff,
understand that
yes,
now.
There's a
absolutely.
million
Grants, yeah.
different parts that we would have to discuss, like,
Yeah.
this
Sure.
isn't something that's gonna happen the way that they were making it
And we
sound like
don't,
we're doing it
we not
tomorrow.
even have this, we might not even have this thing until 2027, we don't know
And
when and if.
they might come back and say, listen, this isn't feasible,
Right.
that's what we just wanna
It
explore
might,
the
it
option,
might
that's all.
cost too much to even do
Yeah.
it, it's hard to say.
We don't know. Jimmy?
Yeah, where'd he go?
I don't know.
Well, I will say, we talked with, Mr. Ballack on Friday, and he had a lot of concerns. I don't think I won't speak for him, but he had a million questions that I hadn't even.
Well, you know, nothing's free,
Agreed.
nothing is free,
Yeah,
and,
But that's why I said my abstention from the start isn't for it or against it, it's lack of knowledge that
I-
is
You
just,
don't know, you know.
just making
You
me
need to ask
step back.
questions.
You guys are far more educated on it
Fundamentals.
I
than
think,
I am at this
I
point,
think
that's all.
that, I think that every city should have some type of urgent care facility in their city.
Yeah,
I'm willing to explore though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
so round
Can we go
table,
round table
Yes.
just so I can?
I'm for it.
I'm for it.
To look at, sure.
I'm for it.
I'm for it,
Extension.
Okay.
alright,
Okay. And I will keep you up as we go along, whatever information Kristen has, we'll relay back here, but again, this is gonna be a
Hardest
process,
thing's
this
the
isn't something
projection.
that we're
Should have done that
happening right
after
now.
2 years. That's gonna be.
I'm not going in then.
You okay?
Don't act like you've never been in there.
I was gonna say,
Oh, I was talking about.
never lied,
Anybody
you
see
know, I've
Jimmy
been in
move like I was like,
Okay,
Okay, is that all under unfinished business? New business? Report of our law director, John, do you have anything for council?
I do not.
Questions or comments for our law director? Chris, yeah, you gave us the budget, anything else you wanna add for us
No.
tonight? Thank you. Anthony,
I do have just a couple of things I wanna speak about, so, I know you were talking earlier, there's a couple of problem areas in the town, but like Como and Garfield, that's really rough. Our plan right now is to temporary fix that. Should be Monday that the asphalt plants are opening up, so that's our plan, we're gonna put a temporary patch there, a couple other problem areas throughout the town. And then on that area specifically, I'm trying to get some different quotes, maybe to dig that up, relay that whole
because
area.
every
because
year you guys.
cause it's
been
every
having
year
some
it's
issues
been
with
doing
that.
that.
I think there's
It's
more
like a sinkhole.
base issues than there are anything else.
Okay.
And then we got some word last week it was, so Ohio Edison, when the next 5 years they replace some of these streetlights, they're converting them all to LEDs.
Oh, nice.
But for right now, it's just like a 1-for-1 trade-off. So when if I report one, they're gonna fix it, put an LED in, or whoever, residents could report them too, it's all through their portal. But the next 5 years, we're gonna convert to a lot of LED stuff. I know we've had some issues over the past couple months about lights, and we talk about it, whoever reports them sees them out, so. And then pretty much with spring coming, if you guys have any issues or
Where is
see
that?
anything, just let me know. I know a lot of stuff's popping up, we're gonna have grass coming, so.
This is correct?
What about
It's
Creed Street, when is that gonna happen, in April, or?
Yeah, so we
Is there-
should be
'cause there's a lot
meeting,
of potholes
yeah,
too.
we just had a little, dialogue going back and forth, we're trying to set our construction meeting up for paving, and then,
Fine, I'll be back.
Okay,
so when I get that, I'll let you guys know.
okay,
But that 25 resurfacing should be starting soon, in the next month or two, so. And then when the asphalt plant's open, they'll fix Creed's.
so is that what
Creed's-
you're waiting
yeah.
for, all those, even the whole, there, you're waiting for, okay.
I seen
Creed's a mess, but
It is really bad, the
seen,
potholes in front of my house are
crews out
terrible.
marking trees for electrical lines.
yeah, they do some of that, even some of the areas where YNDC homes also, where we're
That's
putting
where
some of
they
those
work.
homes.
Those 8 houses, they already started digging the one in Nebo,
Yeah, they're starting to
then
dig out some of the basements,
they
so.
just, flagged off.
The one on Prospect and John?
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen them there digging today.
They just flagged off the one by the Board of Education too.
So some.
Well, I mean, the guys marking trees, like there was, I asked a guy up on Center Street, I said, what are you marking for? He says to cut down the limbs that are going
Yeah,
over the
they'll do
wire.
that sometimes.
438th, I've seen it staked off.
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Well, that's good.
yeah, they
Well,
do that every
nice.
couple of years, and
So did a gentleman put down gravel down over there on Lithium?
yeah,
What's
he's
his name?
putting some down, he was digging up some of the area, yeah,
Okay,
we're working with him on that,
very
I
good.
know that was a concern, so.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good. I had some people just talk to me about it and whatnot, and
Yeah, we're
let
making
me see
sure,
what I could do and everything else, and that way it ain't gonna get all muddy or whatnot, and do what he has to do.
yeah, and then we're gonna
Very
take care
good.
of the other property that we took over, so.
has there been any more, updates on the old new lease?
You wanna take that? The gentleman purchased it before it was condemned, before any of this happened, I guess. There was a gentleman who purchased it, I think he told
Yeah,
us that
I
last time
thought
he
it
here.
was like already condemned when he purchased it.
He
Okay.
showed us the.
Oh, so it
yeah,
wasn't already
and I don't
condemned.
think he understood how bad it was,
Mhm.
so he's been in and out of the office a bunch of times, I
Yeah.
know he's been meeting with these guys, but I think he's gonna try to make it work and figure it out, but he's been communicating with us
He got
constantly.
the okay through the county, so he's allowed to go inside now and do some of his repairs, cause that was a big
And you
thing.
don't know what he's putting there.
Yeah, I don't,
Not yet, no. He just wants to clean
Doesn't he
that
have so
space up
long to
first,
still fix it up?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He was waiting, the county was kinda giving him some pushback and we spoke with the county, so they finally gave him the okay to start doing some improvements to the building and he should
Does he
be
have, what,
doing
30 days? Is that what it is, once it's?
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah, 30 days, but
They'll-
depending on how we see it progressing, we
They'll
could
generally
work with
extend
him
it,
on that, yeah.
yeah.
If there's nothing in 30 days, then
As long as he's
obviously,
making a little bit of progress,
yeah,
it is what it is.
he needs to get that and that roof
Lord
needs done,
knows we
so,
went through that downtown.
Well, that too, but yeah, I guess.
yeah. We're not gonna, that's somewhere we can't let slide, that building's too much of a mess,
Yeah, it is.
so.
Okay.
Anything else for our safety director? Okay, then after addressing council, we'll be going into executive session. Questions or comments about anything? Motion adjourn caucus,
Make a motion.
second,
Second.